Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an AP remake of a CM draft. Of course, I'm LD. I'm joined here by Winter. We are casting Fnatic.eu versus Pride for the WePlay.tv Dota 2 League. Be sure to go check out their website, WePlay.tv. It is Pride versus Fnatic.eu, your loser bracket round one matchup for Group D. Loser goes home, winner moves on, but is still not securing a spot yet. It'll only be the top two teams. Currently, the Retry versus Kaipi going on the Russian stream. So if you want to watch that one, go check it out. It's twitch.tv/WePlayDota2. The reason we're not casting both games is we had a lot of delays and a really long period of time, basically. Between, like, we're running late. All right, we're running late. That's what I'm trying to say. So, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's been a long day for me. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, basically we're running late, so that match is happening simultaneously, and we're going to have another disconnect, Winter, but with that being said, oh no. Does shot bug mean you need to remake, or?
I think what he meant was, he's having his cursor, the items is on the cursor.
Oh, like where you can't select heroes, you mean?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's
that.
a different bug. That's a different.
Yeah,
bug.
you can't. I think you can't. You kind of can't look at your cursor is gone, but your cursor is replaced by an item like a tango or salve. Sometimes it happens, because he just bought the gyro just bought a tango and he said he has a shot bug, so it mustn't be the tango. Tango is his cursor already. And sometimes it happens when you buy a certain item and your cursor just gets bugged and it becomes the item.
I've never had that one. The one that I get a lot is I just can't select heroes randomly, which is very annoying, but that's a separate bug, I suppose. Either way, guys, hopefully we'll get started soon.
I have never seen the bug the last game before. The doppelwalk creates enemy illusions. That's so unfortunate for the PR.
Well, with all that being said, Winter, we're waiting for the unpause here. We'll have a reconnect from our Shadow Demon. I feel like for Pride, they have to have such a good laning stage.
Yeah, if they don't win by too much, by a good margin from the early phase, let's say the early 10 minutes, comes mid-game, that's the tight ravage. PR has his diffuser up. It's gonna be a very difficult. You're gonna have a hard time pushing into them. That's the Illuminate. That's the Nature's Prophet. You don't want to push against that. You're gonna waste so much time that the PR is gonna take all your towers in the other lanes when you're trying to 5-man and push down one single tower.
Let's go make the game happen, Winter. Let's go make it happen. Here we go. The unpause comes out on the bottom left. On the Radiant side, we have Keck, the sweetest stand-in, the streamer, rumored to be the new 5th for Pride. Android P, going to be playing that Lashrak. Shaco on the Darks here. We have Nestlik on the Shadow Demon. La Shorty standing in for Massacre, playing the Puck, rushing a bottle, and actually has been pulled the Tangos just so you can get the bottle a little bit faster.
Wow, they're getting more greedy.
I mean, how much help do you need as a Puck solo mid? I guess he needs a lot.
Usually you give help to the off lane or your safe lane carry, you don't give help to the mid lane.
The Gyrocopter has been pulled, however. He started with the Wraith Bat and some stats, so lots of pulling everywhere.
Yeah, but the last game, the Queen of Pain, she started with a Null Talisman. Yeah, they pulled the mid hero. Is it a trend in the European teams of that they want to pull the mid lane hero so that he has a very good start?
I guess so. I mean, look at our Tidehunter. He's been pulled as well. Hani has an extra salve. He started with a Quelling Blade and a Stout Shield.
What?
A Quelling Blade on Tidehunter. Now I've really seen it all. I mean, it's not like you have Anchor Smash or anything.
Man, I was playing in a pub game the other day and the Magnus says, I want to solo mid. He goes Stout Shield and Quelling Blade. It's like...
Did he random at least?
No.
No.
And he got destroyed in the lane. And now I'm seeing a Tidehunter with a Quelling Blade solo middle in a competitive match. Oh my goodness.
Well, we got a game underway, but we don't have the pauses out of the way, Winter. They pause this rage on. Finally, we are ready. At long last, this hopefully will be the start of our game. Here we go. Unpause number 50.
Go game, go game.
Fnatic.eu, they are actually one game away from being eliminated. Same for Pride. Loser goes home. Winner, they don't even secure a spot in the next stage. They just secure a right to play for that spot in the loser bracket finals. I like Fnatic's draft a bit better, but Pride, they do have a ton of teamfight, a big wombo combo possibility in the mid game, and it's not out of the question that they could basically just hit all their big spells in the right order. The vacuum into that call down, into that split earth. I mean, vacuum split earth is no joke if you could land it. They do have some big team fight. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Yeah, and Fnatic has the opposite of it. Split push. They don't want to team fight with you.
I actually think we forgot to introduce Fnatic, so quickly we'll do that now. Hani on that Tidehunter going mid. Trixie on the off-lane Prophet. He's also been pulled. He started with Clarities and Arena Basilius. Who hasn't been pulled? I'm surprised the supports haven't been pulled too. No Tail starting on the Keeper Light. Odie, the stand-in on the Vengeful Spirit. No Fly yet again. Apparently someone was saying something about military service possibly for him. Era on the Phantom Lancer. Hasn't been pulled either. So finally a carry that's not pulled.
You can't pull everyone, LD.
I know, that's the
your
joke.
Your supports would have to start with 0 items if you're gonna pull everyone.
That's the joke. It feels like everyone's getting pulled.
You know, there was a time where I seen this strategy where a team ran Keeper of the Light solo middle, and
Hani's actually in trouble. No, never mind.
Yeah, he basically farmed middle. He bought a bottle for each of his teammates. I don't know if you've seen this before.
No. Did it work?
The game was quite intense, but it was a nice trick where the keeper they put the Keeper of Light in middle, and he just farmed like bottles for the top lane hero, for both of their solo heroes, the top lane and the safe lane.
And then what did he do after that? See, like, what happens after that?
He just kept standing in mid lane and pushing out the creeps after buying the 2 bottles for the carry in the safe lane and the carry in the off lane.
Well, it seems that pulling that Tidehunter has helped out a little bit. Just starting with that Stout Shield Quelling Blade, making it a little bit harder for Last Shorty to last hit. Although Anchor Smash normally does that on its own anyway. It's going to phase shift dodge that Anchor Smash. Nicely played. What do you think of the trade so far? Free farm on PL, free farm on Gyro.
I don't like his decision. He gets a Stout Shield in the middle lane and he skills Kraken Shell. It doesn't stack at all. And level 1 Kraken Shell is not as good as the Stout Shield.
And I guess he plans to level it up at some point, but when will that be? Because you really want to max your Anchor Smash, you really want to get at least 1 point Gush, so it won't be for quite a while at that.
Why would you do that? It's not worth it, not worth your money. When you get a Stout Shield, you will always go for Max Gush and Anchor Smash. You ignore the Kraken Shell until you have enough HP pool to use the damage threshold for the debuff.
Winter, you don't have to convince me. I'm a little baffled as well, but we're seeing some Bottle Crowing. So not only is he pulled, not only is he Stout Shield Quelling Blade, now he's going to Bottle Crow too. Hani is living the life. People are bringing him treats, people are bringing him sweets, and people are bringing him boxes of wine, and he's just consuming it all, like the glutton he apparently is. Not
to mention the no-tail, when he went to Devote in middle, casually drops a chakra magic on.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
More mana.
So he's taking that point in Gush as expected. He'll continue to Bottle Crow. I guess the thing is, they don't really need that courier for anything else. Trixie with the 4 Clarities just gonna jungle, rush that Midas, and well, Pride are gonna try to punish that Prophet for not being bottom. They're grouped up bottom. They have no points in Edict though, but they're trying to push. I'm not sure why you would try to push and not get Edict, but here they go.
He's gonna get 1 point in Edict, I think now.
I hope so.
Edict. Come on.
No, he gets lightning.
Oh my god, why?
And now Trixie's gonna TP in. Or no-tail, rather.
Oh, why do I feel like I don't understand their Dota at all?
I'm a little confused myself. I mean, I understand getting lightning in this game if you're just worried about the push of Fnatic, but you're trying to push bottom. Oh my goodness. Android P, he's out of regen, he's almost dying to the tower. They're like just losing this lane to the tower right now, Winter.
Tower is under attack.
Tower is OP.
I've never seen a team lose a lane to a tower, but I think it might be happening right now.
Yeah, and Tide picks up an Invis rune.
Once he gets level 6, yeah, it's hard lane. It's actually kind of a hard lane for Puck because, I mean, if you phase shift all the Anchor Smashes, you're okay, but his attack range isn't that good, so it's easy for Tidehunter to come in and Anchor Smash. Plus, his attack animation isn't that good, so you can actually land Anchor Smash on him fairly easily.
Yeah, but as long as you pay attention to the animation, I don't think the puck should get anchor smash too much.
Hani pops the invis, casually throws out another anchor smash. Don't think he even hit a creep there. He doesn't care. Here's our mana from Last Shorty. He's level 6. Hani has not... Oh,
no.
There's no...
Stick,
he's got the stick. He's too late. I think he had that.
I think he could have killed the Tide, though.
Had 9 stick charges, did not go for it. Maybe he's waiting now, but now Hani's going to be 6, and now you can't really go on him. Oh, that was a missed opportunity, Winter.
Unless he dodges the Ravage with his phase shift.
Well, that's... Considering he's a little bit worried about the anchor smashes, I'm not sure that's going to be worth the risk.
Yeah, it's very risky now if he tries to kill the Tide with the ultimate up. But when we move on to the mid phase, I think Fnatic should have not much of an issue defending their towers when Keeper of the Light has his levels up and the Prophet ultimate is up. And they could easily push down towers themselves with the Prophet.
Prophet will TP in bottom. He's almost got his Midas now. Well, not almost, but he's not that far off.
If they had Edict LD, they would have taken the tower the last time.
I know. You don't have to tell me. And now the Treants are actually ushering Andre P away. He's struggling to deal with them. Oh man, this tower hates him so much. Oh my god. Meanwhile,
the tower is punishing him for not skilling Edict.
Yes, this is your just desserts. And this tower, almost in deny range. Nope, not quite. But they're wasting a lot of time on their supports trying to actually push this tower. Not really doing as much farming as they could be, whereas Nature's Prophet, level 5, getting a lot of experience. I mean, this is like the worst way to try to push a tower, right? Where you don't actually kill it, but you're just sitting at the tower, giving them experience for free, and not getting the gold for your own team. I don't know if it can go any worse, like in the laning stage.
Yeah, it can go even worse if Trixie denies the tower.
He might. If anything hits this, it's deniable.
The last game he denied the tower, if I'm not mistaken.
Hani baits out a phase shift mid. Maybe think about a Ravage, but the phase shift is going to cool down, so not going to go. Oh, we're going back in, I think. No, we're not. Just kidding.
I actually think... Oh no, he doesn't have ultimate. If the puck had ultimate there, I think he would have went in to try and kill Hani.
Oh, he must have used it earlier. Yeah, while we were watching the shenanigans bottom. Odie's going to rotate towards the enemy jungle. He's got a smoke picked up. Darkseer has rotated out of his own jungle into the enemy jungle. Here we go mid. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. This might be our first blood. Last Shorty, phase shift, not there. He's dead. He's very dead. Unless there's no Ravage.
Oh!
Not needed.
Oh my god. I thought he was gonna off in time.
And then throws the Ravage. What is going on? What is this game? Why?
I think it was a celebration for killing the puck.
He didn't use it for first blood, but he'll use it to celebrate. Okay. I don't understand what we're seeing today.
Puck is pinging on the Tide like 2 or 3 times already.
I just want to know, is today like a national holiday in Europe, or a European holiday? Is everybody drunk?
I've seen so many games, I think so much stuff that confuses us the whole in this game alone.
It's a very strange day of Dota. I mean, we've seen some really great plays earlier today, but some very... It's like some of the players are playing half asleep, and the others are like wide awake and really focused, and we're seeing a lot of the sleepy ones right now. Hani on the run mid. Decent orb. Dreamcoil, is it up? No, it's not. Oh, it was already used mid earlier. That's right. Capjack on the run bottom. Prophet, trusty hand of Midas secured for Trixie. Oh yeah, by the way, Winter, there's a Phantom Lancer in Era. He's going for the better farming build, not rushing that Diffusal, just straight into Yasha.
I still like the Radiance build for farming the most.
Well, it is the greediest.
The greediest and the most annoying for supports to deal with.
Oh man, Hani's on the hunt. He picks off one with the Gush Anchor Smash combo. And Capjack just sort of watching. He's got a Helm of the Dominator. Has not actually picked up a creep yet, so isn't Ancient stacking, and he's going to have trouble getting those creeps. He does have a Teleport Scroll. Ravage cooling down to 50 seconds. Last Shorty has a TP of his own.
It's not good at all for them, outright. They are the ones who should be dominating the early game because of the hero sets they have, and yet they are sitting back now reacting to what Fnatic is doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly like we talked about, is we really thought that they had to just crush the late stage.
Honey.
They're getting crushed. Ravage is cooling down at 26 seconds.
Ravage.
Yeah, it doesn't have it yet. But Dreamcoil is here. No, Hani, he's gonna bottle up, or I think he bottled up a bit there, and yeah, it's gonna be relatively healthy. 4 heroes bottom. Phantom Lancer just left alone top.
The free farming monkey will destroy your team if you don't do anything to him.
And over here, Puck looking for a kill on No Tail. Immediate TP out, realizes he can't get away. That was a really nice reaction though. If he had like 10, well, not 10, like if he had like 100 more HP, probably would have worked, but well, in the end, a little bit too low.
Yeah, No Tail is indeed a very good player. I've seen a lot of his games. The way he supports for his team is very, very efficient and his positioning and map movements and reactions are always very good. One of the very good supports from the Europe scene.
And I think his mechanics are some of the best as well. I mean, that's why we see him on these micro heroes.
His meeple is, to be honest, one of the best I've seen.
Yeah. I know Gods was not impressed, but I think that's just because Gods is jelly, because he's a meepo player too, and wishes he's as good as No Tail.
I have to give credit to God's meeple as well. His meeple actually carried me in my pups a lot.
Top lane, we're going to need some carries here for Shaco. No magic missile mana, so they back off.
He won't die anyway. He can always vacuum to destroy the trees if he gets spotted.
That's true. Era, Diffusal, or Yasha up, goes back for the Reign of Aquila. Now has a Quelling Blade, and well, what's he going to build next? I assume we'll see the Diffusal. I think this tempo is just so bad for El Pride. I mean, we're kind of trying to be nice about it, but they really have. I feel like they just have zero chance mid game.
If the game goes on like this, like you said, the tempo, sitting back and farm against the PL, you're pretty much screwed later on when there's also a Prophet in the pool.
And a Midas Prophet who rushed a Midas. They've gotten one tower bottom. It was almost denied by No Tail alone.
Oh no, Gyro is not going for a BKB first, he's going for the late game build.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a rapier turnaround. No Tail in a bit of trouble. No, he'll back off. He spots the rotation and will retreat. And El Pride, I feel like they're just a little unsure of what to do right now. It seems like maybe nobody's really making calls for the team.
Yeah, you can see the team is running around without leadership. Everyone is doing their own thing and no clear agenda is achieved.
Fnatic has a very clear agenda. Farm all the creeps and then go win the game at 50 minutes. And they will achieve their agenda at the rate they're going. Mid lane.
That's the monkeys' agenda.
Who knew monkeys could be so hungry? Era dropping?
Monkeys have to be hungry so that they can have energy to replicate themselves everywhere on the map.
Oh no. Hani's on the hunt. He's got Ravage. Phase shift's cooling down. Is he really chasing this? No, he's not.
He's just showing the Puck that he's a boss.
He'll probably throw a celebratory Ravage out now.
I was thinking he might Ravage.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Whoa, last shorty says, celebrate this, bitch. Kills him off. Here we go, bottom lane. Surging in that Darkseer, looking for a disruption. Finally, some momentum, some confidence building. They're gonna find 2 kills. Prophet ult splashes through, though. That'll end the push. They get the 2 kills. And I feel for Fnatic, while they shouldn't give those kills up, giving up a few is gonna be okay, just because PL's free farming, Prophet as a Midas. They're gonna have to give up a lot more to be in trouble.
Tight answer really baited that. Honey, he baited that out too much. He was too cocky. He was trying to get the Puck to try and kill him and use his Ravage to kill the Puck back, but he died so fast towards all the 3 spells of the Puck, and he didn't manage to do anything at all.
Last shorty up. Era gets the tower top. Up to 7k net worth. Gyrocopter, has he taken over an Ancient yet? He had, or Wildkin, he has. Looks like he's gotten 3 stacks, so...
1, 2, yeah, 3.
Actually stacking reasonably quickly, considering he was delayed about a minute or so when they were pressuring the bottom lane, but... now going back for the BKB, has the Reign of Aquila up.
He has to get BKB against that lineup. Too much burst damage.
I'm surprised he would go for such a late Reign of Aquila. I feel like this is the item he should have gotten in the first place. Oh, meanwhile, while I'm talking about that, Darkseer gets picked off mid. Ravage was blown for this. They get the tier 2 top. They're not even stopping. They're gonna keep up pushing all the way to the tier 3.
Yeah. And this situation is really bad for Alpine when they are forced behind to defend their lanes like that, and having the Prophet plus Vengeful Spirit means easy Roshan access as well.
Oh, we're seeing a big dive from Capjack. This feels like an overextension.
Oh, they found the stack.
Oh, they found the stack. There's your call down. Protect the stack. Protect the stack. Android Pete, mans up, throws away his own life. The Dream Coil, only catching 2. The Flat Cannon, not actually there. He's just afraid to use it. Max the Rocket Barrage first. Era on the run. Making me looking to come back in here for a moment. Throws out a Lance. Now gets purged for his trouble. No detection yet. In comes Hani. Gush delivered. Damage done, but not a kill just yet. Last Shorty wants to be the hero. Phase shifts out. Looking for more. Hani gets caught on the TP. He will take a fall as well. 2 heroes dead. The PL still alive, but now the chase. Nope, not going to happen. And did they defend the stack? They did. But
yeah, but they can't do the stack. He has only 2 levels Flat Cannon right now, not the max
so
one
many.
yet. He can.
There's just this disconnect between the item selection and the skill builds. You know, it's what we saw bottom before as well.
If you get Aquila before you down the tier 1, because Aquila helps you, that would have been reasonable. But he gets the Aquila after he downs the tier 1 at bottom. Then he goes to try and build a Ogre Club, and he's stacking the dragons without maxing the Flat Cannon.
It's been a long day for these teams. I think it is getting late in Europe, but maybe we're just seeing the fatigue factor in place. Or, I mean, for Pride, to be fair, using 2 standards as well. So, obviously, there could be some explanations for what seems to be a bit of a lack of decisiveness on the team. But, well, Illuminate gonna probably end this push mid. There is a Ravage in 30 seconds. Keeps on trying to push, but you're just not gonna push into Fnatic like that. You gotta get the kills before you fight.
Yeah, Keeper of the Light. You can't push against them. It just takes you so much time where the Prophet and Phantom Lancer will make you pay with at least 2 towers.
And now the Phantom Lancer has a Diffusal Blade. It only gets easier to make him pay.
Yeah, when he gets his Diffuser, that means no one can stand in his lane when he's pushing.
And now a Blink Dagger on Hani. If anyone from Pride comes to defend this tower, oh boy, this could be bad. He hasn't shown this blink yet. He's in Viz, or rather smoked. He's in the tree line. Puck jumps in.
Here goes.
Oh, the bait! The bait! What a beautiful bait. Last short to fall. And our poor Shadow Demon, mech'd up by Shaco. Vacuums the back. No surge just yet. Ion Shelled himself. Now on the run, but gets sprouted up, and this looks like he might be in trouble. Gush is there. Anchor Smash will be there, but no, gets disrupted by himself and will live for a few moments more. The chase, the blink, the lances are here. Era's joining the fight. He's got that Diffusal Blade. Magic Missile, it's Android P. Shaco, gotta just hoof it out of there. Accept your teammate's fate. 3 to fall. And Capjack going back to top. But they're gonna lose this tower. They may even lose their tier 2. Well, maybe not with no Ravage, but at least the tier 1 down.
You're supposed to be pushing with your Alpride, trying to get towers, not give up towers. You're basically playing against the clock when there's Phantom Lancer.
And all of a sudden the clock is turning 5 times as quickly because nobody laned against Phantom Lancer until it was too late. He's really fat. Trixie got the early Midas, now going for his Shadow Blade. We'll see the Orchid probably after that. And then Puck, not going to be very useful in a lot of these fights. And Fnatic, after this, probably can look to Roche. Oh, they want to defend bottom. TPN from Gyrocopter. Tower will fall to the Dire. Capjack, no BKB yet. Gets Lance. Purged up a bit. Just slowed up a bit. Here comes the Rocket. Chasing all the way for Hani. Leshrac on the run. Courier joins the party. One more auto attack will bring it down. Lay Shorty will pick off the Courier, so gets that at least. But the tower still going the way of Fnatic. Ravage down for a full minute, but Android P in trouble. Era mans up. Maybe shouldn't be. Blink into a vacuum. What a beautiful vacuum. It's like Fnatic are just playing right into the hands of Pride right now. Could have backed. Wanted to fight. I don't know if that was the right call, but right now, giving up a couple of kills. 3 heroes dead. And now, No Tail. 4 heroes dead. On the back lines, it's Trixie limping here, limping there. What's this Courier? He'll TP out. Can he get away in time? There is a vacuum. Just escapes. I have no idea why they took that fight.
They don't have Ravage. Tower was already down. No agenda, no purpose to fight there.
I want some of whatever they're having. It seems to be strong stuff, Winter. But, I mean, in spite of a great fight for Pride, I feel like they need like 4 of those fights, you know? Like 1 or 2 isn't going to be enough.
Fnatic could have just backed off. farm the top lane, farm the middle lane, wall up the map, go for Roshan, end the game.
Shadowblade now up on Trixie, despite his death, completes the item. I mean, despite the deaths,
No,
still...
he didn't die. He didn't die. Trixie
Oh yeah,
didn't
you're
die.
right. He's the one who didn't die. The one and only.
The undead.
Trixie has had some sensational performances on his Nature's Prophet. We've seen some crazy backdoor action from him in the past. Just base racing, all sorts of stuff like that. Maybe it'll... I don't know if it'll be a base race this game, but if it is, you could bet your bottom dollar Trixie's going to be there. And they would have
I'm betting all in if it's a base race against a Phantom Lancer and Furion. I'm betting all in on Fnatic.
all your esports dollars, Winter, going straight towards Fnatic.
Everything.
I don't know if your girlfriend would approve. I'm going to go call her right now and tell her.
Why do you guys like to get me into trouble with Mrs. Winter?
Mrs. Winter. They're thinking about Roche. Going to create some trance now. Do they have a medallion? No, they don't. So this will take a little bit longer. And the push will come mid from El Pride. Keeper the Light really needs to be in position to stop this. No Tail will rotate over. Spams the Illuminate. Going to kill off this creep wave. And push probably not happening anytime soon. Not the fastest Roche of your life. Do they have a smoke? I guess they... But there's a Ravage. Like, you can't really fight that. Oh no.
God. PR solo killed the carry.
And he almost has BKB too. That's really unfortunate. Era on the run. They had Dust. They won't even bother.
He can diffuse himself anyway.
That's true.
Gets recalled, collects the Aegis.
All in a day's work for the monkeys.
2-1-3-0 Roshan.
Immortality.
I'm not really sure what El Pride can do at this point. I'm kind of flummoxed.
They are in a horrible position. This is the position they don't want to find themselves into.
And, I mean, you could get in this position versus the Fnatic lineup, but they've gotten into it really early. Like, normally you'd see this at like 30 minutes, I feel. Maybe 40.
Yeah, 30 or 40 minutes, but Fnatic speeded up. It's more like EL Pride made it easy for Fnatic.
They lent them a helping hand. They're feeling charitable today, I guess.
The mid tower's gonna get killed as well now.
And slowly working away on that tower. Just illuminate spam. Honey. Oh no, he's invis. He's got a Blink Ravage. The tower is going to be denied.
Ravage.
This is the moment.
Ravage.
This is the time.
Ravage.
And he's not going to take it. Not yet. He's waiting. He's still got the invis rune. He's almost in
wants a
tower range.
Perfect situation for him to celebrate with the Ravage.
Tani wants to throw down. There's the smoke. It's going to be...
the smoke.
Oh no. He's going to catch 4.
Oh, no.
He's going to catch 4.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Ravage the fly. Only catches... Oh, does catch 4. Gyrocopter on the sides. Just has BKB. Big vacuum in, though. Maybe a turnaround. Last Shorty on the run. Shaco on the run. Gyrocopter manning up against the entire enemy team. But it's just not enough. Trixie brings him down with one zap from that staff of his. And the big Ravage. A little too big, I think, for El Pride. Now Shaco on the run. Era. Not going to find him. Didn't lose the Aegis. Actually didn't lose a single hero.
They didn't need to even break a sweat for that fight.
I was just thinking about what you were saying. I don't really have a response to that, but it was good, Winter. I liked it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just Ravage and it's all over.
It is on cooldown. The one nice thing about being up against Ravage is, unlike Reverse Polarity, it has a really long cooldown, so... But you have some time to plan out what you're going to do against that Ravage. But
And Ravage deals more damage than RP.
that's true.
That's the thing.
Android on the run, gets purged, will fall. I hate to feel so inevitable, but it really does. How do you leave the base? How do you win a fight? I'm not really sure. Fnatic just patiently waiting this one out.
They already dug a hole for themselves.
It's
like 10 minutes ago.
It's like they just got in the poll with Fnatic and said, alright, well, let's start digging, guys.
Well, they are helping Fnatic dig the hole.
Normally someone digs the grave for you, but in El Pride's land, they dig the grave. Oh no, Prophet actually gonna dodge that Dream Coil, comes out of the Shadow Blade, and just gonna kill Last Shorty by himself. Trixie doing work. And now our Gyrocopter might be forced to BKB. Gets pushed back. taking additional
Oh, no.
Mono League damage. If there's a stun here, he might die. He will BKB. He will man up. There's a big call out. There's no Ravage. There's maybe 2 to fall. Hani in trouble. Odie on the run, gets swapping Trixie away. Or
Oh
swapping
my god,
Trixie
if
in.
Trixie dies, he won't be happy about this.
Oh no, Trixie on the run now. The chase is on. The buyback from Hani, who I believe will have the Ravage. He's being recalled into the fight. 18 seconds. Capjack overextend. Capjack to fall. Now the backstab from Era. Manning up. Vacuum in. No mana for wall. Forced to run. Trixie unstoppable. Oh boy, I just lost control of my own microphone. And now the Purge onto Shaco, who gets Anchor Smash, who's on the run, who is probably about to fall here. Trixie, Orchid cools down. Could look to go again. No Tail still chasing. Gandalf leading the charge into the enemy fountain. Will back off. And I don't know if they can go Rex yet, but they can certainly do some damage here.
Gandalf leading his team to Mount Doom. GG.
GG, well played. It is going to be Fnatic who move into your loser bracket finals, but they haven't secured a berth just yet. Hani, where's that celebration? Where's that No celebration.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
I'm just watching him, waiting for it.
He's gonna celebrate with the Ravage.
Last
A
shorty,
stand-in.
a good stand-in. Give this guy a commendation. He'll fight to the bitter end. Dream Coil deployed for Hani, who may just blink forward and drop that Ravage anyway. Where's the celebration? There needs to be a party in the Radiant Fountain.
Yeah, he goes. He's
Here we
gonna
go.
in.
He's getting pumped up. He's getting excited. He wants to Ravage. He'll blink in. He'll celebrate on the corpses of El Pride. They're going home. They're running the We Play Dota 2 League ends here. Trixie is godlike. Fnatic.eu. They take a rather silly one-sided affair, but boy do they take it.
I don't think you should say they take it. They got presented by El
They
Pride.
accept the warm and generous gifts of El Pride. And they will move on to your loser bracket finals. That will be the final match of the day. Currently, the winner bracket finals either still going on or just finished. If you want to watch that one, go to twitch.tv/WePlayDota2. The Russian casters are currently streaming it. I don't know if it's ended yet, but guys, that wraps it up for our loser bracket round 1 match. So, unfortunately, we bid adieu to El Pride, who just didn't seem to have too much left in the tank here today. Fnatic.eu, they dropped down to the round 1 match to Kite B, but they still have a shot. They will have to beat the loser of the Retrite versus Kite B, and if they do that, they'll be second. Otherwise, they will still go home. I'm LD, he's Winter. If you're Jarcasty, be sure to follow us. Twitter.com/WinterDota, Twitter.com/LDDota. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned because we have one more match for the We Play Dota 2 League before Group D is going to wrap up, and it happens right after this.
You give me virtually any light, I give you up to 3 months of charge, even in total darkness. Your move. You touch technology, technology touches you back. Together, we spark amazing.